Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Just about to get started here. Alright, 7 o'clock or close enough to it. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
So, yes, after last time, we had to try, where we had to do the certain things twice. I did go ahead and loot the bulk of it. I think the one item is something that I can't get right now, and I did not look it up when I thought about it. Might be something down here.
See, part of me's thinking, oh, you can ignore it, but then again, I remember, oh, right, this is challenge run where we kind of need anything we can get our hands on.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, these guys. I think... Yeah, these guys... Yeah, these guys would be really important if we were still grinding jobs. Because especially a group of 5 like this... A lot of AP.
Yeah. Now, I know the Geomancer, is mastered pretty quickly.
Yeah, Geomancer and Dancer.
Yeah.
Where am I?
If I recall, Brave Little Fault 1 at least. They all had the same number of levels.
Yeah, the second one is like that too.
Yeah. Oh.
Where part of the thing... Go ahead.
Part of me is considering trying Final Fantasy XIV. I know a couple friends who swear by it.
I've never been big on online stuff in general. That's me. I kind of like... The only games I've played online have been like, kind of almost, they could be couch co-op anyway. Like EDF.
Yep. Very quick arcade stuff.
Yeah, something like this. The last time I regularly played something online, it was Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 and Jedi Academy. And that was just like quick deathmatch stuff.
Oh, it had death. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, deathmatch and team matches. And it actually, at least Jedi Outcast had a mechanic where you could like stop and challenge somebody, and like it would put shields around you and the small area you were in, so that like no one else could hit you.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Windrake I guess is really old and frail, and that little trip. Oh yeah, he was probably wounded flying Galuf in and out of the tower.
Yeah. It'll probably be unhelpful to... Is that a dragon or a wyvern?
They call it a dragon, or a Windrake. I think it's a dragon because I think when it stands up, you see it has like 4 limbs and the wings.
Oh, okay. People like to convince about that.
Yeah, it's a dragon is a dragon. If Shenron can be a dragon, like, dragon is not really strict about what is a dragon.
Yeah, it's a legendary figure. We're not talking about like a bird.
Yeah.
The bird names are always fun.
So you have to climb another mountain to get more dragon grass for this dragon. I do wonder, what is that item? I should look it up. It might be where Odin is. Yeah. It's not in here. I checked like everything here.
What are you looking for?
There's like one item. See how it says items 0 of 1? There's an item somewhere here. I don't know where. It's going to bug me.
You could take the snakier method of, grabbing a guard, putting a knife to the throat, and going, "Tell me random fact."
I'm not sure that'll work here.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a mechanic in this particular game. Might be in the boat.
I love how it's like, answer me, and the guard doesn't have quite the goal to go, what's the question?
Right? It's not in there. Not in here. How are we doing on? Yeah, you could use a rest. This is Galuf's own castle, and we're still getting charged for this shit? That feels silly.
I mean, you did have Edgar still,
Didn't he get a discount, though?
You got a discount, but it's still just kind of... but that wasn't for, like, the inn. That's for, like, bigger items and shit.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, yeah, he doesn't want to, What are you doing up here?
He has a very strict accountant.
Well, he doesn't want to bankrupt his kingdom by taking everything. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to do one more circuit here. See if I can find the stupid item. Not in there.
Because you can't put on Thief at the moment.
No. That would not be in the spirit of the run.
Yeah.
Besides which, if there was another place to go, you would see it on the map. What you old man? Wait a second.
Really?
Rude.
Okay, I kind of love that.
Oh, there we go. That's the item, I think. It's not the item! Huh. What is... Look this up. Look up... What's this place called? Castle Ball item. It's gonna bug me. Ball with one L.
Castle... B-A-L?
Yes. So I'm gonna turn down the music volume just a little bit, make you easier to hear. Can you still hear the music?
Ish, yeah.
All right. I already got this stuff.
Okay. So the items are Angel Robe, Back Room of Shop, Great Sword northeast of Moat, Hero Cocktail in the Throne Room.
Okay, what sword was that?
Great Sword.
Okay,
Northeast side of Moat.
Oh, the moat? Okay, I'll get that when I get back then. I don't think I can get into the moat right now. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I can, apparently. I did not know that was 2 ways. But alright, let's see. It's a very fast swimmer. It's not a very good moat if I can just walk through it.
He just barged into someone's shop from the other side, and now he's just sprinting along a moat.
Northeast side of moat. Oh, there we go. Cool. Can I use it, is the question. Alright, yeah, let's see. Let's see how good it is. Lena, you're the Mystic Knight. Ooh, that's a big upgrade. Cool, alright. Whew. My little ADHD brain is satisfied. Let's get moving. We have some werewolves to see, and let's see.
And dragons to medicate.
Yes. Yeah, dragons to medicate. Lena's got to get herself poisoned again. She gets poisoned an inordinate amount of times. Twice on purpose.
Sir, we are in an RPG. Let us through.
Yeah. Come on, we are the protagonists here. Let's do this shit. And they're not kidding. I think we get into a fight like immediately. Okay. Alright. Come on, you monsters.
Yeah, I'm tempted by Final Fantasy XIV, but... Well, I feel like MMOs have an inherent problem that I'm always going to be rubbing against.
Having to play every single day, constantly?
Well, not even
this
that.
guy again.
It's not even that. Like I was never that bad about MMOs, you know. Otherwise, it was just, well, you constantly, at least in the ones I've played, you know, and some have handled it better than others, but you have this constant feeling that everything's pre-discovered. And, you know, especially... Now, the way Elder Scrolls Online is balanced, you could have it at a difficulty where you don't have to memorize everything. Or be all that strict. Meanwhile, yeah, World of Warcraft, players will yell at you over the most innocuous shit.
I'm reminded of, what was it in, I know you said north of the castle, I just want to see what's down here. Nothing. Isn't it a Folding Ideas video of why it's rude to be bad at World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I've watched it a few times, and which is, yeah, we're not gonna sub the video, but yeah, check it out, yeah, listeners, if you're watching, it's a good one. But it's more or less, about how practices. What's a good way of summing it up? Kind of like how in not just World of Warcraft, even though I would say it's a problem with that, but basically,
left.
Oh, good run. First being that narrows it down.
Yeah, it's kind of how like
how kind of like we will optimize ourselves. And
yeah. Players will optimize the fun out of the game if you let them.
Yeah. The thing is, optimization doesn't need to be unfun. It just Again, watch the video because Dan Olsen's got much better words than I possibly could. But he does kind of address the problem, I do have with it, where, I want to go, and have a good time. There's a weird expectation on me to already come in with pre-knowledge.
Yeah, where it's kind of like, oh, if you're not doing this thing that we've already figured out, then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. I remember the phrase that chess is the most thoroughly solved game. And, in some ways, World of Warcraft, has become that as well. Obviously a much more complex thing than chess, but kind of a similar deal.
Yeah, it's kind of like everything is known, and if you're not using the quote correct strategies, you're doing it wrong.
Now, in any old game, it's going to be known, obviously. But the kind of weird corporate environment of the guilds and the quote unquote right practices that players will swear by, and the fact that you need other players to succeed, the difficulty more or less encourages you to find the best ones and basically toss aside anyone else.
Yeah.
So there's not. So there are a lot of experienced players who really don't have the patience for experimentation anymore. It's do this correctly or get lost. Correctly in open quotes.
Yeah. Sometimes the meta of a game is kind of like...
Yeah. Players who really don't...
It kind of sucks the fun out of it. Like, it's not really really effective. Affecting is the bulk of the game is single player. But like I've seen a bunch of videos about builds in Xenoblade Chronicles X, and the guy is like very dismissive of some things because there's one particular skill that makes one of the damage types, Ether, like literally 2.5 times as powerful as anything else. Because it's like the one skill that does like a different like in that game, if you see something that's like, oh, you'll do 100% more damage, it's an additional 100% on the base damage. So if your damage is 100, and then you use an attack that does 500% or plus 500%, you will do 600 damage because it's adding 500%. Now, if you have a skill that's an additional, do 50% more damage, it's not like 50 times the 600%, it's 650%.
Gotcha.
Except there's one particular skill for Ether that does, it's plus 150%, and it would take that 600 and make it 1500%. And I've seen a lot of build videos that are kind of like, well, this is a specifically not Ether attack, so you can't use with that skill, so it's not useful. But that's a guy who's like all his videos, like his character's level 99, and he's talking about like he's talking in terms of, and this will let you beat the super boss in like 12 seconds.
Yep. Like one particular
just jump into conclusions here.
Yeah. One particular moment, when I was doing, the basically end game raids for Cataclysm, I need a refresher on what to do at one specific moment, and this one guy just wouldn't get off my case. Like, it's like, I'm not going to stand here and tell you, quote, how to play the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm asking what to do, but on this specific moment, you fucking blowhard.
Yeah, it's like the guys who act like, oh, if you have not memorized every step of this, then you're not a real player.
Yeah, and also this is from Raid Finder. Like, this isn't necessarily people who have joined guilds or at least paid attention to the guilds. I was constantly invited and leaving, various guilds because care.
They can get clicky.
Yeah.
Jesus, Bort, you killed the man.
Yeah, like, and the whole grinding for the perfect setup, well, is frankly when the game stopped being fun.
Yeah, it's like,
don't get me wrong, Cataclysm had some really fun moments, even though that was a lot of people's, well, at least for a while, a least favorite expansion, and that's for a few reasons, but there are a lot of fun moments. One particular boss fight is on the back of a dragon.
Yeah,
which is always fun. There's this whole kind of like central underground cave full of titans that you befriend, and that storyline ends. The way that ends is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we're getting the backstory that we already knew here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I didn't go for like the cheese setup with the ether attacks and my Xenoblade Chronicles X playthrough, except like after I had already beaten the super bosses like on my own, which took longer, but it meant you like actually engaging with the boss's mechanics and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, World of Warcraft has become just this really toxic environment, and my issue is, the raids, that's the end of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no ending if you don't participate. And and I really don't give a shit about guilds, so ultimately this is probably just the wrong genre for me.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'm fine with improving equipment and little systems to optimize, at a moment to moment. What I don't care for is micromanaging to the point where I'm basically reading the damn code of the game.
Yeah, it's like, like with Xenoblade Chronicles, I found a setup I liked. I went with the sniper and the beam saber.
Yep.
And I did grind, like, there's a build with the beam saber that makes you basically immune to all damage, because the beam saber has a reflect art and you could add other elements. But even with that, the super bosses have things like they can pierce reflect, so I had to protect against those elements too. And there's one that you have to start lighting them up in the air, but there's like one spot that you can get them on with your ground weapons instead of the flying mech. And then he gets like the half health, and he goes down to the ground. You got to chase him. And then when he gets to 10% health, you got to chase him back up into the air and kite him around a bit if you want to fight him on the ground. And I had more fun with that than if I had, okay, this is the cheese build that kills him in 2 hits.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's a balance that a lot of RPGs suffer from. Where it's like, you want your boss fights to be strategic and fun, and as Josh Strife Hayes put it one time, players want to almost lose.
Yeah, you want to feel like it was a challenge and that your skill and knowledge of the game is what you got you through. Yeah, this is Dorgon staying home, staying around. Now, Bartz, I think, is only 20, so he stuck around for 10 years before he had the kid.
Yeah.
As opposed to some games that would have, like, other games and stories that would have been like, oh, I'm staying because I already have a kid, or I already love somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, like fighting Telethia the Endbringer and the other super bosses, it was more engaging because I had to pay attention and keep, fighting minute to minute, making sure I was in the right place, and actually like engaging with it. It still amounted to just keeping overdrive up and cycling through the same couple attacks, but it was more interesting than if it was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this cheese strat, kill him in one hit.
Yeah. Oh, the overdrive, yeah, that's just, from what I understand, yeah, that's just a regular part of the game.
Yeah, you get it about like a third of the way through.
Yeah.
It is, and like there is a certain amount of challenge to keeping it up because there's like a time limit that you can extend through certain skills and what you do, and it's the sort of thing where the game is entirely beatable if you don't really understand it. Oh yeah, Suze, that's the random werewolf that got roasted.
Okay.
A frog. Oh. Okay. Oh yes, that's a Beastmaster side quest. He wants you to capture one of the frogs that we were fighting a minute ago. Let's see, anything here? Okay. Alright, that's all we need. I think the only other spells we need are, like... I forget... Yeah, you get the third level spells eventually here.
Yeah,
See anything new?
The balance and the more relaxed, difficulty of a lot of Elder Scrolls Online's content, kind of it helps maintain the fun of it a lot more.
Yeah.
Player building is very, very flexible. You do technically have a class, but I'll put it like this. In Skyrim, you are the Dragonborn on top of being a fighter or a mage or whatever. That Dragonborn part is kind of how I see the classes. Because, I pick Sorcerer, but, you could still be a heavy fighter. There's you kind of have like
with higher strength.
Yeah, you have like 3 class skill lines, but then you have your dual wielding, your greatsword, your sword and shield, your destructive magic, your restorative magic, and etc. and so on, and are completely separate, from what your class is called.
And so, you're more or less encouraged. I mean, it does have a build guide, but the difficulty I was playing at, no one cared. Their suggestions, that.
I bought all this stuff, but it's not actually that great. Oh, let's see. Actually, this one would be good.
The writing and voice acting also really sold the world to me in that game, so.
Well, Skyrim, you mean, right?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, yeah. Well, same world. Sort of.
Yeah, same world. Well, it is. Just, 1,000 years. Let's see. Doc Ock plays the voice of a real asshole battle mage, and he's always fun. Power is strong. You know, a lot of classic actors in there.
That's neat.
Yep.
Alright, do I need... Yeah, I'm good on everything. Let's just head up to Drakenvale. See what's what. What are you doing out here?
Oh yeah, Malcolm McDowell does the voice of Bolek Ball. So.
Who's that again?
He's been a few things.
Ooga chaka ooga booga. Okay. Oh. Now, if we had a bard, this would be perfect because this song does like a shitload of damage to undead, and Drakenvale is like crawling with undead.
Let's see, Malcolm McDowell. He also did Daedalus from God of War 3.
Huh.
Alright, what movies is he in?
Oh, Malcolm McDowell, he's in a lot of stuff. He's in Star Trek Generations. Oh, he's also, he's Varney.
Right, from Castlevania.
Yeah. He's the one where it's like, okay, this is way too high caliber of a voice actor for this little stooge. Drippy. That's a heck of a name.
Where's your list of roles, you strange person?
Let's see, is there anything... Okay, let's see. And also get Gollum the Summon here. Ooh, money. Even if we can't use him. Oh, we got cats. There we go. Jesus, okay.
What the hell else have you
Tell me how you really... Tell us how you really feel, Galuf.
What is it?
No, I just earthquaked a bunch of cats to death. Oh, here we go. Here's your undeads. Yeah, that's the thing. These guys... Ow. Jerk. There we go. Sword dance. Style all over them. Yeah, these guys you cannot use Drain on because that reverses the whole undead thing. Or the undead thing reverses it. They are, however, weak to fire. Alright, Galuf is going to need a potion then. Or a couple.
What else?
What are you looking for now?
Just so Aquavadal was also one of the chief villains and champions of Norath.
Huh.
Let's see. It was in Fallout 3. He apparently played the president. Well, of course. Oh, apparently, and continues role as Malk Ball through the expansions.
Ooh, okay, I got a shit. That was unfortunate. Alright, Ferris, get back up. I forgot about the drain reversing thing, and Ferris drained herself to death.
Oh, voice Metallo.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. I forgot she also had the dancing dagger on. Ugh. Ferris, what am I going to do with you? Gotta find something that's not undead for you to do that too. Let's see, where are those chests? Malcolm McDowell seems like a pretty... Wait, is that where I came out? Hold on, I'm confused.
Oh no, the attacks, bone and tail.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's funny to me. But yeah, another thing about ESO is you go into a lot like the weirder corners of the lore that are mentioned in books and such in the rest of the series, but you don't really touch. Let's see, Sothasil, you meet, who's a posthumous character in Morrowind. You discover he's one of the 3 living gods of Morrowind.
Okay.
And yeah, I think he's one of the better written parts in the ESO. And yeah, I mean, there is the part of it is like, you know, the player probably played Morrowind, and you know, obviously going to, you know, maybe elaborate things related to the events of that game, but even with that, it's still pretty well written.
Okay, this is the right way. All right, I got confused for a second. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell seems like a genuinely pretty chill guy.
Yeah.
Burn this mother. Yeah, a lot of undead here. This is where the Bard would really shine, because Requiem only hits undead. And it's free. And it hits for like a lot, like 4,000 damage or something at this point. All right, cool. Finally, something.
What always kind of kills me in ESO is, you know, you want to go through a dungeon and, you know, you're dealing with NPCs and like you're hurt, we're alone, lost in this dungeon, and then some other schmuck just kind of sprints through.
Yeah, it's like, sure, I'm in Drakenvale, like this, Drakenvale, a place where no one has returned from ever before.
But then another player just sprints by you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, other MMOs have done this so much better. Where Guild Wars 2, you kind of have general sandbox where you can go to a place, take, you know, do some, you know, tasks to fill up your dun meter, and then off you go to somewhere else. You know, it's definitely more spend time here, or I explore. There's a boss here, go get him. And then when you want something with a bit more dialogue, you know, a bit more, I guess, stakes to it, you're in your own little instance. You know, with only
kind of pretends the others just aren't there.
Yeah. And, you know, bring the party. So, and Guild Wars 1 took the attitude of, all right, you meet other people in towns, but you're the only one you see or interact with when you actually go adventuring. Is you and your party. And, you know, knowing that they did that, it makes me wonder why more people just don't.
Don't do what specifically?
Well, the Guild Wars 1 thing, where when you're adventuring, it's just you and your party.
Oh. Cave-in, we're out... Jesus.
By the way, you have not seen Busy until you walk through an MMO town.
Did you see the damage that Galuf just did?
What was that, 6,000 or something?
It was like It was like 4 instances of like one was 2,000, one and like the rest were like about 700 something. That must be like the Gaia equivalent of Meteor.
That was not necessary, Galuf.
I know, right? So one goddamn cat. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you being so mean?
Like, yeah, we talk about RPGs just in general. It's like, okay, so a lot of them are based off of going in, not knowing what you're gonna do ahead. It's like you approach a house or a dungeon or whatnot, and you have, as with a lot of fiction, you're gonna open that door, and unless unless intel's involved, you're only going to be so prepared for what's on the other side.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of prudence you can have, but yeah.
Yeah, where MMOs, a lot of times, and maybe it's because a lot of MMOs are older now, and everyone knows the secrets, but other games just kind of hide it, so much better. Like it feels that feeling feels kind of gutted, I guess. In an MMO.
Yeah, in MMO, you definitely kind of feel like, okay, I'm treading ground that has absolutely been tread before.
Yeah. One thing I absolutely disagree with Dan on one thing. He claims that the toxicity of Elden Ring is the same thing. The thing is...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you spend a lot of time in the multiplayer part, but one very key difference is that the multiplayer is 100% optional in Elden Ring. It's not necessary for seeing, the end of the story. So, I called for help a couple of times, and that's my entire interaction with Elden Ring. Yeah, I did eventually figure out how to beat Melania, but the thing about Elden Ring's difficulty is that it gives you plenty of tools to ease a lot of fights.
Yeah, it is kind of almost like a choose your own difficulty thing.
Pretty much.
Okay,
like
that's right. There's a trick here.
Like,
yeah, this is where you would want the
like extra credits. Back in the earlier days, goes over this a little bit, using Dark Souls 2 as an example of like how there's no difficulty modes, but there are a lot of things you can do to temper the difficulty to your liking.
Yeah, I was playing Sea of Stars is kind of like that, where you can get, like, as you play, different artifacts that will let you lower or raise the difficulty. Like, there's one... Oh, damn it. Like, there's one that makes it so that, like, you take... Like, almost any single hit will kill you. But your perfect dodges will do 0 damage. Yeah, there's like and stuff like that, or there's one that it doesn't like tell you the timing of the action commands, but it does like show you when you did it right, so you can kind of get used to the timing there.
Yeah.
You might like Sea of Stars.
Yeah.
It is like a conscious throwback to well, a lot of games actually, but chiefly to the likes of Chrono Trigger, Mario RPG, and a few others. Stop hammering me. Yeah, actually, I should get back to that because some free DLC dropped a while ago. That's like a whole, like a post-game campaign. Wind Slash. What is that? Oh, Katana, which I can't use.
Yeah.
Alright, here's no crown. Anybody use it? Actually, it's really good for... Actually, it's better defense for him. A little heavy, but yeah. I do like the music here. It's fun.
What's it sound like? It's not really coming in.
Oh. I get back into an options menu. I can change. I can show you. Alright, keep this guy on our side, I guess. Alright, Galuf, suck this drippy guy, Galuf. No, there wasn't a better way. There wasn't a way to. Ah, dang it! I can't apparently. Yeah, Magic Hammer him for once.
Jamie didn't have any.
Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Burn. Oh, you jerk.
What? Start the
Yeah.
fight over? Heck.
I did not know he could do that. Although apparently I'm just rolling the same stuff for my random shit. Yeah, Magic Hammer yourself, you jerk. Knock that shit off. Oh. Okay, good. Not enough MP. I was gonna say, if we get caught in a fucking loop here, I'm gonna be mad. Is he just immune to Vampire? He might be. Alright, I'm just gonna kill this guy, get him out of the way. Fuck's sake. Why can't I Vampire you? There we go. Okay. Yeah, Sword Dance. Get this guy out. Get this drippy bastard out of the way. So we can move on with our lives. F's sake, Christ. Oh, wait, no.
Activate the Omega 13.
Yeah, right? Jesus. Oh, I swear to God.
Hey, funny feeling of deja vu here.
Right?
Whipping out the frickin' Monado.
Those magic hammers effed up my... I'm gonna have to spend some of my ethers. Now you're breaking out the sword dances, alright.
What if you could two-hand the sword dance?
No, you know what? I don't know if that works, actually. I've never bothered to use the sword dance once I've gotten, you know, better abilities. Because it's not reliable.
Yeah.
And by the time you get the stuff that can make it reliable, it's like you have better stuff. Okay, Okay.
So
Yeah,
if you
'cause it
rush
does-
you fire breathe that dragon.
Right? Because, yeah, once you can get all of that set up, it is kind of at the point where, like, you have much more reliable options for massive damage.
Yeah.
Like, you could do... The classic one is... What's in here? Oh, save point, cool. The classic one, of course, is... X-Fight, which attacks 4 times for half damage each, plus dual wielding, plus... Oh, that's right, 10 stone to the full thing. Yeah, X-Fight plus dual wielding plus magic sword, which, you know, depending on which spell you're using, you're hitting like 8 times for 9999.
Yeah, Tech kind of reminds me of Solasta, which is, you know, like Baldur's Gate. So, the game is called Solasta. It's
So what reminds you of Solasta?
the tent.
Oh, okay.
Because
I thought you said 10. I was like, all right, I think this is the boss
Yeah.
here. So what about Solasta?
Well, it also uses the 5e, like Baldur's Gate 3, but unlike Baldur's Gate 3, you have random encounters, across a bigger world map. And because you're resting between these random encounters, there's really no reason not to pull out all of your big spells or anything.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get all your, magic uses. Back the next morning anyway.
You know, we never saw Gollum.
Oh.
Usually he pops up in at least a couple random encounters. I mean, it doesn't matter because we can't use him, but... Alright, here we go.
You'd be Seawall.
Right?
I might have a very specific detail about orchids. They always look like they're an open mouth. Unlike a typical flower shape. There is a greenhouse me and Eva like to visit that have those very prominently.
Oh, okay, so that doesn't do shit. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be weak to, like, fire?
Well, that was an air attack, so... It is weak to fire. Oh, actually...
Yeah, that's kind of normal.
What is it weak against? That's...
Double punch.
That's a good question. Let's try this then. Actually... This has been doing the work. Or maybe it's just got really high defense. I don't know. Maybe ice. Okay, let's try break. Maybe you can just petrify this thing. Nope, apparently not. All right. Wait. Let's get a sword back on you. I think the Sleep Blade was the strongest one he had, or was it the Ancient Sword? And you can try Blizzara. And you just keep dancing. Okay, cave in, sure. Yeah, that's like kind of crazy.
But
How much damage that did?
yeah, it hit him like 3 times.
4. It hit him 4 times.
Okay.
Okay, so he is specifically not weak to fire. He was taking half damage from the fire attacks. Let's see if ice does any better. Huh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, Galuf is just going to demolish this guy solo, I guess.
Funny how it was weak to Earth.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Alright, so Ferris is Master Dancer. And since we can't teleport out, we'll just have to,
Oh, the Geomancer doesn't have...
teleport? No.
I swear it had, like, some way of warping back.
No,
Huh.
I gotta go back the old-fashioned way. Actually, has everybody mastered their stuff? Okay, I made... Let's see. I think Bort needs... Alright, he's mastered Blue Mage. He has not mastered Mystic Knife, so I'll put him on that. And give him Blue Magic. Galuf needs...
Funny how the Blue Mage has the Mega Man power.
Yeah. Galuf needs to dance. Yeah, let him keep Gaia. Give him 2 unreliable abilities. Then I'll also need... Everybody just needs Dancer. But I can move her to... She can be the Blue Mage for the moment. Wait, she already has Gaia? Okay. And she needs to be... Geomancer, I think, right? Yeah, Geomancer. Or she's already got that. What is she not? Or has she... Oh, she hasn't got Mystic Knight yet. So... Bart can be the Geomancer then. There we go. Alright. Think we've got everybody?
Just
Alright, Ferris is Mystic Knight. Now you get... I'll give you a rod. You get the great sword. Now we want the ribbon on you. That's just a better thing. All right. Oh, there he is. I was just saying.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, and it would appear that I forgot to give Ferris another ability. Oh well.
Oh, I'm gonna rescue this guy.
Yeah.
We're the heroes and shit. Speaking of being the heroes and shit, so in Baldur's Gate 3, well, I found a bunch of slavers who made the mistake of performing a lot of slavery next to lava.
That is a mistake. It's true.
Yep. So there was a boss on the other end of a cave-in that they're trying to get through, and well,
Yeah,
he's kind of hard to fight him with the rest of his goons. But if you start a fight by shoving one of the goons into lava and the guy's still stuck in the cave-in, that means the enemy has 2 less assholes for you to deal with.
It's handy. Should know better than to start a fight near lava. Just as a general thing.
I mean, I started the fight, technically. They just committed slavery, and, well...
Yeah.
If there's one thing I'll go murder hobo about...
Alright, cool. We got Gollum. Yay! Could rock if I could... Yeah, okay. We don't need the puns, but we appreciate it.
I mean, this is Final Fantasy V.
Yeah.
They were completely on their Dragon Quest bullshit, you know, in this game.
Alright. Name of expediency. I'm just gonna get out of here. I've already been streaming for most of an hour, so...
Let's move on.
Just turning the encounters off. Because I don't get the dragon at the top of this one. And I don't think there's an item even that lets you escape dungeons. I think every time it's going to have to be... Every time from here on in, we've been spoiled because every other dungeon has been like, oh, you're done, and the dungeon collapses. Or you're done, and something catches you at the top. I think from here on in, most of them are just like, okay, you're done. Go walk out, or the game just expects you to have the right abilities. Alright, did I not give Ferris... I did not give Ferris anything, okay.
Lurk.
That's kind of useless, but... yeah, why not? Let's let her have dance. Lena's got Blue Magic and Spellblade. Galuf's got Dance and Gaia. Bort's got Gaia and Blue Magic. Alright. Alright, back through Werewolf Town. Excuse me, boys.
But going back to...
Get me out of Furry Town. Let's go.
Yep. It'd be nice to furries. They basically invented the internet.
Yeah, and continue to maintain it. So, yeah, I know I should not denigrate furries if I want to live. What are you?
Aquathorn, obviously.
Clearly. Dead is what it is.
Hey, Galuf will be having none of that.
Yeah, Galuf is not putting up with your shit, apparently. Yeah. Looks like, let me the fuck back in. Well, Galuf, you did give them orders.
At the time, our brother, forgot his keys and just climbed through the window.
Yeah, and our useless ass guard dog just looked at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I guess the dog knew him. But this is the same dog who would lose his shit if we, knocked at the door. So,
or some wind just kind of blew by.
I wonder what the current dog would do. Because she barks crazy at everything.
Yeah.
So if one of us started climbing through the windows, like, what happens there? Alright. Alright, Kral. Let's fix your dragon.
I guess there's
Why are
one
you
more
in-
important
Why are you in
More
bed?
point.
What's wrong?
point about Holding Ideas video is that, like, okay, so you have the original challenge presented, the players figure it out, and so Blizzard feels the need to respond to that figuring out. And it becomes this arms race between the developers' challenge and the gamers' methods of practice, and up to and including to a very high degree mods.
Yeah, there is definitely an arms race is the right way to put it.
Yeah, and that you could definitely argue is shared by Elden Ring. Well, a lot of Dark Souls to a certain extent. Since if you try to do a straight up one-on-one sword fight with a lot of these bosses, it is harder than it was. But again, there's so many little ways you can mitigate them.
Yeah. God damn it, dragon, eat your vegetables.
Oh, is she eating poison again?
Yep. Lena really likes dragons.
I mean, fair enough. I was like,
I
didn't have to eat cat food. I'm just saying.
Yeah. There is a cutscene that explains.
Okay, so it is a proper dragon. All right.
Yes. And bonk. Just top over. I like that the blocking did not allow Ferris to get there in any kind of graceful fashion. Just have to jump over her sister's body.
It's like, you fainted again. Because that reminds me of one funny moment that happened, in said fight in Baldur's Gate 3. So, there's brainwashing involved, and that's one of the things that makes this fight an absolute pain in the ass. And so I had the wizard cast a sleep spell on her. And no one collapses gracefully in this game.
Or are we talking ragdoll physics?
Not quite ragdoll, but definitely weighty. That's Lizelle, the angry Yankee woman, and I'm laughing because, all right, you go to sleep. Go to sleep. You need a nap.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. I told you about it. She goes, it's like, here, you're not you if you're hungry.
Yeah, there is a cutscene that kind of explains why Lena is, like, so devoted to wind dragons.
Yeah, ride or die.
And explains what happened to their mother. I don't know. I don't remember how to trigger it. If it's back at Castle Tycoon, it might be something like after you get back. Or it might be something here. I don't remember. I might have to look it up. But the substance of it, it's like the mother was dying of some kind of disease, and like the only cure was like the tongue of a windrake. And Lena was like about to do it before she was like, okay, Mom wouldn't want this. Yeah, it's something like that. I don't remember how you actually triggered that cutscene though. Yay, we can fly. Same rules as the other dragon. Cannot go over the mountains.
I mean, the poor thing's caring for people.
What's in this cave again? Oh, the Gill Cave. That's right. This is the cave where, like, if you keep going in one direction, you keep running into stronger and stronger stuff until, like, there's a turtle that will wreck you. Yeah, it's like each step doubles the amount of gil you get from the previous step.
But also harder fights.
Yeah. Or no, like, you just keep going until you hit the fight, basically. Yes, here's... God damn it. I am trying to advance the plot. Suck on leaves. I will style all over you.
For some reason, I just imagine Ferris, putting on a Ruby Rod voice.
Ah.
Yeah, doing that.
Damn.
So, what kind of attacks would the Geomancer have in, like, the final boss?
Actually, he has Wind Slash.
Okay.
I don't know why specifically Wind Slash, but it hits everything, so it's actually pretty useful.
Because I figured that it would be, like, some bizarre cosmic thing.
Yeah, you'd think.
And, like, I think that would be a good send-off for that particular skill.
Yeah, but no, it's just Wind Slash. This is Sage Guido's cave. Ah, shit. I don't remember why. I don't remember if this is like explicitly X-Death did this, or just like happened to happen for some reason to keep you from getting too much exposition right this second.
Well, it's. Oh, maybe it is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. He does actually take credit for it.
Alright, now we're going to Flash Gordon and the Earthquake button.
Huh.
Well, in the Lord of the Rings books, basically the big snowy mountain in the movies, that it's implied that, well, basically shown that Saruman was just, basically fucking with them the whole time.
Yeah. I'm guessing in the books it's more ambiguous.
Well, it's more... So, Middle-earth in the books is portrayed as a living, breathing world, and individual, like, even landmarks will have their own life and personality to them. Long story short, they're basically climbing on an extremely spiteful mountain.
Yeah.
So, in the narration, ends, it's like, they fought against the mountain and they ultimately lost. So it's not Saruman, sending spells at him, it's just an independent middle finger to anyone who passes by.
There are some items here I wish to grab if I can find them. Let's see, any new weapons? Great sword, already got poison axe. And grab a couple more of these. Antidotes, because I feel like I'm going to get poisoned a lot.
Lena.
Right? It's like, put them down, stop. Not necessary.
I can quit poison anytime I want.
You'd think. Geiger, okay. Alright. Any new magic? Give me your magic, old woman. Damn it. Alright, I think nothing else here we need. Not for the shop, anyway. Let's see if we can find these items. It's like kind of like a little scavenger hunt. Ooh, a song. Which we can't use.
Yeah.
Because we're not bards. Yeah, that's one of the ones where the bard just keeps singing, and as he sings, you get faster and faster.
Out of the rattling box.
Oh, that's... That's right. This is like... Does this sound familiar? Oldest book. Half its pages lost. There's the way over there. I can't remember what it was. So that was the Forbidden book. That's Y to Z. No. Forbidden would be... No.
F.
Let's see. G to H. Oh, no, damn it. That was the wrong book. Let's try that again. Ah. Hopefully it's still there. Alright, cool. Alright. There we go. D to F. Register of Monsters. So that would be... This one is Weird Ronka. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, as I said, I feel like in later games you just kind of have less to do in the overworld.
Yeah.
Less little things like this.
Oh, is this guy in the way? I think the item I need is like up there, and this guy's in the way. For some reason. Oh. Oops. Alright, and that's down there. Alright, so where does this bring me? This is technically not where the plot is, but there we go. Float, okay. Other spell I can't use, cool. Alright, I'm pretty sure that the item is behind that guy in that weird little storeroom. So we might have to just come back for that. But yes, next we will be attacking X-Death's tower. And seeing our boy Gilgamesh again.
Yep.
Just can't seem to get rid of him.
Doesn't do his job, but the employer just likes him just that much.
Actually, no. Employer kicks him out of the organization later on. Because he keeps effing up
everyone's
trying
got
to
their
kill us.
lives. You can only screw up, a presentation of the meeting so many times before it's like, you're kind of a dumbass.
Yeah, it's kind of enough's enough, Gilgamesh. In fact, it's kind of weird that you're starting to develop a rapport with these people. Alright, so
In sports, I can see that. I mean, I have more rapport with heavyweight wrestlers from other schools. I did A1
Yeah.
on my own team, so...
You mentioned a lake up north with an I. I think that's like up, yeah, can't get past there. That's like probably airship third world stuff. For now. You know? Can I just like not? Oh, okay.
Bonk.
I'm gonna save.
Oh, what was that fleet of ships?
Oh, one of the guys mentioned when we got to that castle, the king of that castle is on this fleet attacking at the barrier towers.
Oh, cool. Guys, I played a Final Fantasy game. This is not going to go well.
Actually, more or less goes to plan. That's the State House. I do appreciate that all the ships have kind of that same layout. The doors, there's always that cabin up there. Okay. Why, what's in the room to the left? I have to know. Oh, okay, yeah, this...
What's on the room to the right, though?
That's where we gotta rest up and trigger the next plot thing. Yay, free heals.
Free heals with the side of plot.
Here we go. Hold on. Can you hear it?
Just about. Yeah, all the volume's up on mine. No, we'll just... Okay, yeah, I can hear it back out. Alright, there we go.
There's our guy. Gobbledygook. Okay.
Oh no, it's not a goblin, it's a gobbledygook. What's that? I don't know.
And Galuf. Jesus. I thought you were a swordsman with lightning shit.
I mean, Cloud came with lightning and fire and shit.
That's true.
So I'm just gonna randomly look up something. 16-bit FF7.
You sirs are harshing my buzz. We're harshing Gilgamesh's buzz. Alright, let's wreck 'em, boys and girls.
Oh yeah, they absolutely made, well, at least...
Oh, geez, okay. Tsunami, that works.
Yeah, someone made a 16-bit Final Fantasy VII.
I'm not surprised. I've heard of, like, the 8-bit demake, or Chinese bootleg.
Someone made like a PS1 style demake of Bloodborne, I think.
Oh, I'm not surprised there.
Yeah.
I like those. They're creative.
Yep.
And the style all over you, Gilgamesh.
Thing is, yeah, the gameplay very seldom relies on, you know, being 3D, so... I'm not saying it's not hard, it's just, you know, it's not that much of an adjustment from a player's perspective.
Yeah. Oh, there's his buddy, Enkidu. Okay, so Enkidu is the one that Zazat was fighting. Oh, you jerk.
Akira's my best friend, quote unquote.
They were roommates.
Yeah. Historians remember them as.
Right?
So somewhere in Square, you know, in the mid-90s, like, yeah, I found this really obscure myth. Yeah, let's give them this absolutely bitchin', you know, theme song.
Right.
And an absolute laugh riot,
okay, that hurt.
And basically frenemy of the heroes.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm all for that.
Gilgamesh rocks. He is among my favorite parts of this game.
Yeah.
And I am kind of glad they keep bringing him back for nonsense. Yeah, sword dance him.
Yeah, I wonder, you know, the ratio of people who learn about Gilgamesh through Final Fantasy versus ones that heard about him through the actual original myth.
It's a good question.
Yeah, especially our generation growing up with all this just collage of various, you know, myths and figures.
Oh, you jerk. Alright.
I guess it's kind of like I miss the frontier spirit of video games.
The frontier spirit? How do you mean?
I'm just like, you know, just throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, I see
you know,
that.
It's like I saw a video that makes a point of, you know, the remakes of Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, and Silent Hill 2, they look like the same game. Where
Oh, jeez. Okay, this is getting bad quick.
where the limitations techniques of the original games gave them all their distinct vibes.
All right. Let's try this. Oh, this might actually be a loss. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that's not bad. That is.
Shit.
Okay! Shit. Alright. I usually don't lose that fight. Okay. Gilgamesh is thrown down. Alright, let's see if we can adjust things a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm not going to be a hipster say, like, there's no experimentation being done now, because there is.
Yeah. In the indie scene, especially.
Yeah. But, like, it used to be, you had something like Katamari Damacy as, like, one of the higher profile, releases of a given year.
Yeah.
Yes. Something so bizarre and out there. Now it's like, okay, it's going to be over the shoulder. Oh, zombies again. Great.
Yeah.
And, I guess the higher money, the more, they want to be certain of their returns. But, yeah, kind of. But anyway.
Let's try this again. At least the song's a banger.
Yep.
So once again, it comes down to me not paying enough attention to healing. So I think it's just drain swords on everybody this time.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing about playing like the Doom mods and everything that makes death less frustrating. You reload the game and the background music just keeps going. It doesn't drop everything and give you a game over. It's just like, alright, yeah, just pick yourself up, back up.
Alright, more gobbledygooks.
So it's barely even like an interruption of like the rhythm in your head.
Oh, yeah, let's have the dancing dagger on. There we go. Alright, Gilgamesh, let's try this again. I'll do a quick save this time.
Like little moments of, Gilgamesh leaving and claiming that he has a date.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It's really silly.
I feel like that very seldom happens in a lot of mainstream games today.
It kind of happens whenever Gilgamesh shows up in Final Fantasy, at least.
Yeah.
He remains a very silly character.
That's good. And yeah, I do want to check myself a little bit, because I don't want to be just, nostalgia blind.
Okay, so I can't have his level. It makes things easier. Makes him do less damage.
Did that, though?
I might have to keep doing it. Or it might only work the once. Alright, Galuf, just keep styling on him.
So I have this... I kind of want you to check a conception I have of RPGs in general. That status effects almost never work on bosses.
Well, yeah, that's generally true. A lot of bosses will have a status effect they're particularly weak to. Just to kind of like, that's the gimmick of this fight. Use this ability.
Like something like, you know, having the level, you know, working on a boss. I feel like that's odd.
Well, this game has a lot of, like... Let's see. Holy shit. Okay. Should have just done that the first time. Because, yeah, this game in particular has a lot of, like, stuff that depends on your level or is affected by... Like, regen... Regen is actually, like, really kind of crappy in this game, unless you're pairing it with, like, some kind of level boost, like the Bard songs, or...
Which pun?
Or, like, regen.
No. The
Oh,
was making a remark.
Yeah, I missed the pun. I missed it, too. I think he just said, hang on.
Yeah.
Now, why would the thing's tail be any easier to hang on to than the other thing?
Well, I imagine when you're falling, it was the most graceful thing, and...
Yeah.
That's just the first thing he grabbed.
Yeah, like, regen is something that, is affected by your level, or your effective level. There's a Bard song that raises your level over time, and regen gets stronger the longer you use it. And, you know, other stuff like that. There's one status effect is old, which makes you get older, your level goes down over time. And that's one that's really rough to deal with because there are ways to remove the old status, but not ways to remove the effect of lowering your level except using like a chemist thing or the bard thing. Now we go into his homemade submarine. Hopefully better than that other homemade submarine.
I had flashbacks to that frickin' boss from Final Fantasy VII that was underwater.
Oh yeah, Emerald Weapon.
That's what it's called. All right.
There's something like that in this, although it's not actually accessed through the sub. Actually, no. Yeah, it is. It's the sunken Waltz Tower, where the famed Mimic Go-Go is sitting. All right. Hold on, I got explosives. Hoping Whisperweed. Yes, that's what my phone is named on all the Bluetooth networks I'm on. And it's actually it's also a thing in Final Fantasy IV where it acts as similar as a walkie-talkie. And I remember the after years is interesting in that there's a part of it where you go to a moon, and it's the final dungeon, and as you're going through it, all of a sudden, you can hear the people on Earth from the Whisperweed, and there's oh, it's good to hear from you. And there's no, it's not. That means the moon is getting closer. That's a problem. Oh, what are you?
I remind that one meme is like, demonstrates why two pilots waving to each other is a problem.
Yeah. There is... Let's see. Okay, I'm looking for a Traveler, which has blue magic. And I'm hoping there's some enemies, I think, that have wall rings, which will be useful if we ever want to go after Bahamut. Oh, god damn it. I should have brought more eye drops. This is going to be a problem. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Forgot about you. These guys also have a blue magic, but I don't know if it's... one I have or not. It's level 3 flare, which I think I can get.
Okay.
Oh, geez, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it might be worth upping the experience a little bit, since you are kind of blazing through a lot of stuff.
I'm not really. Ooh, uh-oh.
Say, I hate when enemies use like boss or well, any enemy really just uses.
Oh, shit.
What if you use vampire? It damages you.
He's technically undead. This thing.
Really? Then what? Wait.
Vampire is a different thing than drain.
Okay.
Go down, you bastard. Oh, what am I... God damn it.
Yes.
Good thing is that just keeps healing Lena, so...
But why isn't it damaging Galuf?
He has... I don't know why off the top of my head.
Probably some kind of...
Yeah, he might have the... Well, I think Lena has the ice shield. And Galuf has, probably some other accessory. I don't know off the top of my head. Let's see. Anything else I can use here? Let's keep goblin punching. So at this point, it's a stalemate, as long as I don't accidentally heal him again. There we go. Ooh, blood sword. Okay, that's actually really good. Alright. Lord Ferris, get up. The blood sword is good because it, Oh, can I not use it? Oh, damn. Is it a knight's sword? It's a knight's sword, damn. Oh, well. Yeah, what does Galuf have that was making him... Okay, the coral ring. That's what it is. Coral ring absorbs water and ignores fire, it looks like. Okay, the Traveler, that's the one that uses Time Slip. That's what I want to grab. He's got to use it on Lena, though. Although, actually, what I need it for, I have other things that would work. There we go. Perfect.
Out of random curiosity, I found yeah, the Nexus page for classic Final Fantasy.
The Nexus page?
That's a mod website.
Oh. Yeah, great. What mods do they have for the original Final Fantasy?
Oh, 15 FPS battle animations.
15?
Yes. I guess it's expected you're going to be on emulators that have it at a smoother rate.
Yeah. Yeah, see how Lena just did 100 damage?
Yeah.
That's because she's old as hell now.
Oh.
Good news is I did learn Time Slip.
All that poison she kept eating, just going to her head.
Right? I did get Time Slip, which is actually going to make this next boss kind of a cakewalk.
Oh, so there's one that makes Red 13 into a biped.
Makes Red 13 into a biped. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see. Updated models, of course. All that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that kind of thing.
And, of course, changing Cloud to a cat girl.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see, there are some, let's call them choice mods for Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth that do some predictable things to Aerith and Tifa.
Just frickin' porn.
Yeah.
Cool. But hopefully that won't show up at Italian Parliament.
Where do you think they got the character models?
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, the Reflect Knights have wall rings. So I guess they're only inside. God damn it. Galuf is old enough as it is. Leave him alone. Hey, how do you like it? Damn it. Let's see what Sword Dance does with this. Okay, 2,000. Yeah, it does do more.
The chippy icons, of course. Actually, just to...
Oh, that's
see,
right. Galuf is immune to old because he's got the ribbon.
Yeah, there's a more smart-ass reason for that.
Yeah, if you want to be mean to my boy. Wait. There he is. Wonder why Galuf was at the head for a second.
Well, he is king.
I mean, yes.
Ah, shit, an anime hero. We have guts at home. You have an axe! What are you thrusting for?
That is a way to... That kind of has a spike on the top. You know, it kind of fits.
You know, I guess from his stance, yeah, I just see he's ready to basically Skyrim someone.
Yeah.
That does kind of feel like an anime trio right in front of you. You got, Witch Lady, Bruiser Hero, and the little companion.
Oh, god damn it.
I mean, he's
okay. Yeah, but I didn't expect it to reflect like the effect of the sword. Okay. Alright, little man, you're getting annoying. Oh, come on, where's the heavy hitting stuff? Where are my sword dances now?
Here's the good shit. We're gonna tell the little guy the magnet's not doing anything anymore.
Right? There you go.
I feel like in a board, I feel like in a board game, or well, in RPG, if the DM tried putting everyone on a timer, that would lead very quickly to fist fights.
Oh yeah, it would not work out.
Just thinking about the ABP system. I mean, like chess, fine. All the pieces speak for themselves.
Yeah, it would be hard to do that, and you would end up with people who are like, okay, I'm just gonna max out. Yeah, you're gonna end up with, oh, okay, I'm gonna max out my speed so I get more turns.
Yeah.
I think there's monsters and just money. Okay.
Money is the true monster. Maybe.
Yeah. Something, root of all, whatever. I still don't have still no wall rings.
I prefer the one quote. If you want to truly test someone, give them power.
Oh, damn it. Alright, so they're gonna hit me with a bunch of stuff that doesn't actually affect me.
Braviga's a funny word. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Graviga. Like, someone wants to say gravitas, but is performing in an accent that only he's heard of 5 minutes ago.
Huh. See what I'm talking about with sustainability?
Yeah.
I don't know whether I should grind for wall rings. They will be useful. I feel like there are other places to get them.
It's a snake.
Yeah.
We didn't have this during my actual stealth mission.
Right.
I feel like a more modern game would shown the sword swipe or something.
Yeah, if this is ever remade in 3D, I fully expect that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it would be funny if it was just like if you just cut to him and the monster's already like impaled.
What is down here? Or does this just drop me?
Yeah, you did just climb up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I should have really seen that coming.
The anime trio's back.
Oh, damn it. Let's see if this works.
Fuck.
Oh, for God's sake, really? Okay. I thought
Wait.
blue magic couldn't be reflected, but whatever.
I mean, a calculated decision, and boy, am I bad at math.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, my moon waifu. I want to talk because there I got the Age of Moon ending in Elden Ring, which basically gives you a moon waifu.
So are we talking in terms of, like... I don't know what I'm even asking, honestly.
I don't even know what I'm asking is a great way to sum up
Oh, for God's sake.
discussions on Elden Ring.
Yeah, it seems like one of those games.
Yep. Well, so there's a character in Elden Ring who is basically a witch that wanted to defy her fate, killed herself, but then possessed a doll to continue her various machinations.
Uh-huh.
And
Sounds very strange.
yeah, and you technically court her at for the ending she cooked up.
Damn, still no wall rings.
I gotta pick that ending because it's it's a big middle finger to the establishment without blowing up the world.
Hmm. Oh, more of these guys, okay.
What in the hell? I see they recruited a mind flayer.
Well, those I've been fighting. Yeah, get back some MP, why not? Oh, there we go. Ugh. Yeah, if I can get some wall rings, that makes Bahamut all but free.
Oh, is he coming up soon?
Not soon, no. But eventually. He's in, like, the merged world. But there's also some bosses in the final dungeon. Jeez. Bosses in the final dungeon who similarly have the same attack that can be reflected. So it's good to have. I forget if it can be bought anywhere. I guess we will see. Run into enough of the guys, you should be able to get one eventually. Okay, rude.
What does gravity do again?
Percentage damage.
Okay.
Like, it'll never kill him. But it'll, like... Yeah, I think that one does half your HP. Okay. I'm guessing one of these leads to, like, a chest. Yep. Oh, that's another red dragon. Oh, yellow dragons. Okay.
Also ran into my first mimics in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Well, it was kind of funny. Like, I had our good vampire boy Asterion come in because I was failing some perception checks, and you see them when they happen.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, there's gonna be a trap or something. And now he's not the only one who could spot them, but he's the only one who could disarm them.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, I've seen trap chests before, and so let's go. And he makes a remark about how that was a bad shape-shifting job.
All right.
So I was like, okay, Astarion, shoot him. So what happens is, he shoots him, no damage. I take a small sigh of relief for just a second until it cuts to the eye opening.
Huh. Okay, geez, these guys are tough. Oh. Alright, this might be another party wipe. Oh, geez, okay.
Huh.
Okay, geez, alright. Yeah, let's try that again.
I do appreciate the autosave.
Yeah, it is handy.
Because I kind of feel like this would be absolute hell otherwise.
Yeah, a little bit. Alright, let's try this again.
Definitely serves the age of streaming.
Alright.
Because streaming really is kind of like a mental endurance test in some ways. So just like
Yeah, a little bit.
performing and playing a game at the same time and just trying to keep up the enthusiasm on both ends. And little things like autosave definitely helps.
Alright. Alright, put them to sleep and olded them, so that should be less... God damn it. Okay, rude. Hopefully this does it. Damn it. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, Lena, just stay up long enough to use another frost rod, please. Okay. I'll give it one more shot before we move on. So you just do this quicker. And it bumps up my magic attack. No. I gotta at least check what their hit points are.
Yep.
Oh. Really?
Oh, you haven't touched the chest, right?
No, this is the chest.
Oh, that's random. I didn't realize that.
Me neither. But in that case... Oh, why did I think that? God damn it.
Yeah, why did you think that?
My brain's all over the goddamn place today.
Yeah.
Alright, so we want ice. Ice, not fire. Ugh. Where is my brain today? Who knows? Well, we know he's not going to kill Lena. At least.
Yeah.
Lena, solo this dragon, please.
Yeah.
It's better than the two yellow dragons. Alright,
Yeah, there were a couple times I was kind of tempted to solo a boss and Brave Default. See, you basically have an ability that the ninja has. Like every time the enemy misses, there's a counter attack. And the ninja also
you
has
mentioned that one to me before.
Yeah, and just to have it on record on the stream.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, what am I doing here? Why is this like this? Christ! I beat him before.
The ninja also has an ability where...
Oh, God damn it.
Shit. At the beginning of the turn, regardless of speed, he'll set himself so the next attack will miss him. Now, so there are these elemental dragons that you fight later in the game. Optional, but yeah, might as well. And it has a whole sweep attack. And the counter will only work after that sweep attack if the ninja is like the last person there.
Huh.
So there were a couple times where I was very tempted to just what do you call it? Just have him stay alive just so I get through the fight. But again, that'll mean less experience for everyone else.
I'm just blowing my frost rods. And high potioning. Oh, for God's sake.
Christ.
Real quick, just see what's in this chest, and this is worth it. A gold hairpin, it is worth it. Shit.
Right, okay.
Alright, let's try this one more time. This is the real final boss of this. Alright.
Yeah. At least for the night. Jesus.
Frost Rod. Flame Ring. You know, I will... Galuf, you can do... Get an elemental. This would be better... Oops. Yeah, this is the one that negates fire magic. That's a better loadout if we get a red dragon, and I can remember that they're not weak to fire.
Yeah.
Why do I keep goddamn doing that? Why not? Go ahead and flirt, Galuf. Okay, yellow dragons again.
Go a bunch of multi-headed dragons like, who wants to kiss me?
Hey, weirder things have worked.
Of course
fine.
you're a girl dragon.
Okay, that worked. Okay.
That tee-hee was not necessary, my dude. Wait. What do you mean by entranced?
Means it forgets about attacking. Keep him at bay, Galuf.
Use your sexy ass.
Hopefully this does it. Go down and die, please. Okay, one more. Keep flirting, Galuf. Damn it. You know, I think that's the other effect of the coil ring. I think it actually made Ferris more weak to lightning. Because she took like 400 damage, while everyone else took, okay, more coil rings.
Thank God.
Oh, I gotta use Gollum to learn it. Alright. Just gonna burn through the rest of my potions because fuck it. They stink, and I don't need them. But yeah, gold hairpin, really good for... whoever is... yeah. Alright, get out of here. Alright, now this next boss probably won't take too long, because he is kind of... I have the right abilities to make him a joke.
I was about to say, if that was another goddamn red dragon.
Yeah, no, they only show up in the... they only show up from the chests. And they do have... the red dragons have level 3 flare, but they never cast it for some reason. Yeah, the next boss is Atomos. What was that?
Oh, that guy. What an elegant name for that enemy. Just Traveler.
Yeah.
Just a witch on a moon.
Alright, I don't think you need flirt anymore.
You don't want to flirt with the giant eldritch devourer?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, it's interesting how Final Fantasy IX kind of demonstrated exactly just how horrifying that thing would be.
Yeah, when it, like, eats half a city. Yeah, that is, pretty rough.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just paranoidly checking that we are, in fact, still streaming.
Yeah, we should still do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's kill this thing. I'll get wall ring somewhere else. Or we'll figure something else for Bahamut. Zit, what the hell is that now? Alright, doesn't hit that hard. Oh, okay.
I would think that that guy just gave himself just a colossal slap in the face. Like, wait, no, get your shit together. Let's go.
Kind of, yeah, literally exactly what happened, so... Get some of that hit points back.
Oh no.
Damn. That's actually blue magic. So I might want to... I'm gonna hold off, seeing and get him to use it on her. Alright. Not worth it. Just go back and use a tent. I find myself... I should buy more items. I'm kind of like, okay, I don't want to keep using this shit. I hope tents revive. Yeah, it's like, I find myself, like, usually my instinct is to use, call them renewables. Like, magic. Yeah. So if I do not have, like, you know, a healer magically, I find myself, like, thinking... these guys... Yeah, let's see if this works. Nope. Of course not. Yeah, by all means, keep doing that. Let me get to the guy. Alright, here we go. Ah, damn it. Alright, this time hit Lena with it. Damn it. It'd be so much easier if I had someone who can control things.
Yeah.
Alright. Quick save, just in case. This guy can be tough, and I am low on hit points. Yeah, because he's got to hit the thing from the bottom, and I got to hit the thing from the top. But I should be able to have a strategy here that basically makes Atomos impotent.
Hmm.
Might take some time. Not like a lot of time, but also just put him to sleep and smack away his magic points so he can't hit me with comets. Like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, basically the only thing he does is that. But he's susceptible to...
Did you just make the Eldritch Portal old?
And asleep. And you notice the magic hammer just took like 4,000 of his hit points away? Or his magic points away? Yeah, so the trick is keep him asleep and keep knocking his magic points away until he can't hit common anymore.
So that's hitting just his MP.
Right.
Okay.
And the sleep blades will keep him down.
That reminds me of, so the largest of the Eldritch being in the Lovecraft canon, Azathoth.
Yeah.
It's basically if it could do anything, we'd all be screwed. But something is, music is keeping it asleep. That's what this is reminding me of.
Yeah, got a little bit of that to it. So, I'm 300. I forget what comet is. It's not a huge, but
Now, is that also blue magic?
comet, no. It's time magic.
Oh, spell. Okay.
Although it's kind of a mistranslation, sort of, in that it's time and space magic. Oh, jeez. Okay, you're going to start doing that now.
It's just like time magic.
Yeah. Go back.
Right,
to
because I
sleep.
remember.
Oh, I am almost out of Phoenix Downs.
Well, I know, you know, the translation of Final Fantasy V. I was playing with the one someone did for emulators ages ago. They called it Jinku magic.
Yeah, which I think is actually just the original Japanese word.
Yeah. Well, in designing, you know, my own system, I tend, like, the schools of magic, you know, tend to be a bit more. It's about theme more what they literally are. Like, you know, Elemancy is, you know, the elements and whatnot. Materiancy is basically telekinesis and other physical properties.
Okay, he's got to be almost out.
Yeah, I guess 14 ought to.
I'm gonna bunk him one more time for good measure. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Alright, Ferris, get up so we can beat this thing up. So it should be basically neutered at this point.
Now, is this a summon in this game, or is it just a boss?
It's just a boss. I don't think it's a summon until, like, later games.
Because I don't remember him in 7 or 8. I remember him from 9.
I forget if he's in 6. What?
Maybe he's recovering it as it goes?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it must cost less than 7 hit points. 7 magic points. Yeah. Now he's done. And I need more health. I need more Phoenix Downs, clearly. Because I'm lucky that last one did not kill Lena. Because, yeah, Comet is one of those spells that, like, really random swing as far as how much damage it actually does. And this is one of the bosses that, in other playthroughs, would always leave me with, like, one guy dead so he would miss the experience. Usually Galuf for some reason. Yeah. That's it, you sucker.
Dude.
Now watch me find out that, like, I could have just used level 5 death right at the start or something. Does this work? Nope. Alright. Lady, just keep smacking him around.
Level 41.
Okay, well, I hit him with old, so God knows what it is now. So that might have been a thing where if I halved his level, it might have worked.
Yeah, if it rounds down.
Yeah, let's see, why not? Okay. I'm kind of glad it didn't work. If it had worked, it would have meant, like, okay, I should have just done that from the start and not wasted a bunch of shit. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, shoot. Yeah, gotta watch what my setting is before I use auto battle. Actually, Bart has a dancing dagger. He could probably be healing himself up, too. Alright, everybody, just wail on him. We've won this fight. It's only a matter of time.
Stop trying to seduce the door.
Okay, Galuf, that's clearly not working. That's the one thing I wish, is, like, if something was clearly not possible, just, like, stop doing it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I liked about, in Fell Seal, there was the one ability that, the one, Fellblade ability that did just, like, a random status effect, is that it always made sure it was one that he didn't already have, and wasn't immune to. So you were, like, guaranteed to get something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the typical arc of this fight is, like, you leave somebody dead, because if somebody's dead, he doesn't use comets. There we go. If somebody's already dead, he doesn't use comet, he just sucks them in. So you kind of, like, play that game of like, okay, revive him when he's close to the mouth and hope he hits somebody else. Alright. I will have to check where else we can get wall rings, because we will need them later. Or at least they will make things easier later. Those are definitely not SNES graphics.
Yeah.
Windrick, just off screen. Bye, Zeza. Let's see if he had the teleport spell.
Yeah.
Just elbow drop the old man. Now, how do you get back to the sub? Because it's like underwater.
Does he make it back to this up?
No, Zeza doesn't. But I mean,
Okay.
like, how do we get back to the sub?
Wee.
And there's an interesting change here, not like story-wise or anything, but in the original SNES version, you had to sit and wait. Like, I'm going to just hit the button and it's going to be like, okay, that's enough time, let's go. In the original SNES version, it was like a specific time you had to wait. And he would just say, like, wait, let's wait a little longer.
Hmm.
Or maybe it's twice. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass, I don't know. Or maybe they just adjusted how much time it was.
No, what are you talking about?
In the original, like, I hit him twice, I talked to him twice before he got to this point. In the original, I think it was like you had to wait for like a minute because Galuf would not move until like he was satisfied, until like it became clear he wasn't coming back.
Okay.
And earlier, when we were in the jail cell, that was another thing with Sid. You just had to wait for him to get around to blowing out the side. In this, you go to the door and it just happens.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're underwater. And Guido's cave is like over here somewhere. Wherever his island was. There it is. Alright. So we'll save. Or maybe I will get some tents and some stuff first. I don't think you can get into fights in this with this.
Well, it is past 9:30. I do have stuff to take care of.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna buy stuff. Let these people know their king's dead. Yeah, he ain't coming back, guys. Where were the? Yeah, I'm just gonna resupply a little bit.
Okay.
If I can remember, I'm shit at remembering where things are in this game.
Yeah.
I do need to look up if I can find wall rings somewhere else. But, or maybe we'll just try and brute force Galuf without him.
In any case, have a good night. We'll return next time.
Yep, see you guys Sunday.
Yep.
Grab more of these. Alright. So yeah, there's me's resupplied. We'll head to Sage Guido's cave and save down there. I'm pretty sure there's a place to rest down there. Going down to the sub. Alright, save here. And we'll continue on Sunday. Surprised it's only been 11 hours of gameplay. Well, it doesn't count all the restarts, I guess. Anyway, this has been Mike Curley, the C team, playing our 4-job Fiesta. The team is assembled. And, well, here we go. Good night, everybody.